If you ever felt like you have burned yourself out with your business or in your entrepreneur journey, then check this video out that we're going to go through, because I'm going to show you exactly why burnout happens and how you can avoid it. And specifically, there's 3 systems that you need to put in place for your business to make sure that you don't burn out. That's what we're going to do in this video, going old school and drawing it out again, to show you really like the deep insights of why burnout happens so you can understand it. And then more so how you can actually implement 3 simple things into your business so that way you do not have to experience burnout as you grow and scale. So how do you actually grow your business without burning out? That's what we're going to do today, because so many people unfortunately go through that experience, myself included. So let's talk about how to avoid it going forward. So when we talk about our business and specifically thinking about burnout, thing I want you to understand, and the concept I want you to understand, is energy, right? And your energy. So everything in the world is made up of energy, including you. So this means that you have energy, and this energy inside of you is going to serve as a battery, right? So if you can imagine, again, everything is energy. So you only have so much energy inside of you, and that energy is what is fueling your business, right? That is the battery of the business. So on top of your battery is going to be a business. And let's give ourselves our entryway, our window, a couple more windows here, awkwardly placed, and let's put a sign with some scribbles on it, right? And this is your business. So your business is going to be fueled by your energy, and imagine this is the battery that is fueling it. So at some point, you're going to have to be using that energy, right? And when you're using that energy, it's going to get drained. Things are going to start to pull it down. So we're going to start to lose some of this fill that we had up here in our energy. Well, we lost too much of it. Looks like that. So we're gonna be losing some of our energy over time. And as we lose our energy, it becomes impossible for our business to move forward. We keep hitting this wall just like before, right? We get stuck. And generally, instead of changing, we grind harder and we deplete it until we get to the point of burnout on the bottom. So what we need to understand is that the thing that needs to be changed is energy. That is the thing to manipulate if you want to avoid burnout. And the way that we do that is to either, one, you can just reserve it and kind of restrict it and not do anything, which is not productive at all because you know you're not going to get to your goal. Or 2, you can expand it. And that's what I want to show you, is how you can do this through a few simple systems. So the way that we're going to expand our energy here is we're going to send it into this cycle. And this cycle is going to expand your energy through 3 things. Number 1 is going to be people, right? We're going to expand it through team. Having people on your team, having people taking over responsibilities is a way of expanding your energy through the business. The second thing is we're going to have processes, right? Every time that a person is going to execute something, they're going to be following a specific process. So that way you know everything is getting done correctly, and we know that the business is going to move towards that goal consistently. And then the last thing that we need to have is and as you can see, profit is refeeding this whole system. When we have more profit, we can get more people. When we get more people, they go into better processes. We get processes, they get more profit, and we can feed it back out all around. It's a self-feeding system to expand your energy over time. Well, take a look at where you are right now. This is a really great tool just to use to self-analyze and find what to do next. Because we know that in order to expand the business, we must expand energy. And energy comes down to these 3 categories. So the question I would ask is, do you have a problem currently in one of these categories? And if so, which one is it? And let's just say, as an example, you tell me people. Okay, well, what's the issue with the people? Are things not getting done? Do we not have enough people? Like, let's clarify, where are we going with this problem around people and what specifically is showing up in the issue with people. And as we have our conversation, let's say you tell me I don't have the right people. I'm not sure I do because things are not getting done. Okay, well, what we do is we bring that up here and we do what is called a people analyzer, right? So we analyze those people to see, are they the right fit for your business based on your core values, your mission, your vision, and everything that you have up here for where you want to go. And at the end of that, you're going to find out either yes or no. It's very clear. Are they going to be the right fit to stay, or do we need to replace someone? And let's just say that you need to replace someone. So what do? We go over here and we use a system I call Find A Players. There's actually video training on that on my channel you can check out. And now we go find someone who's an A player to replace that B or C player. And in 2 steps, so 1-2 step, we have solved the problem that we originally had of having the wrong people. And by finding the right person, hiring them, and adding them into that system, they're going to self-feed that system to grow and expand in energy. So as you can see, again, you get better people into the system expands. That's why it's so important to understand the simple framework is that if you keep just reinvesting into that system, you will continue to be able to expand because those are the things that are expanding your energy. Now, just for another one, let's say that, hey, we talk and there's another issue that comes up. It's not just the people, because we replace the people, we're still running into an issue. Okay, well, it's a problem with the processes then. What's going on with the processes? Well, things aren't getting executed consistently. Okay, so the problem is inconsistency. So what do we need to do? Well, step one is we're going to review process. There's no fancy name for this one, just simply review your process. What are you going to find is that it's probably not as clear as it needs to be. Maybe there's some missing points that need to be added. Maybe there's a new software that's got to be updated on there that you're using now that wasn't in the original standard operating procedure, or whatever the process is and how you have outlined, right? Something could have changed and now we need to update, or it could have just never been done, right? Whatever the situation is when it comes to discovery and review of that process, we're going to know what needs to be implemented. And let's just say it needs to be more clear. Then what we do is we put in an action roadmap for the process. So that way someone knows exactly what they need to do to execute the process, and then they can go and update the standard operating procedure based on that roadmap. But this gives them a very clear understanding of exactly what to do, why it's important, what's success look like, what does failure look like, and what are some things they should look at along the way. Like, those are really key in order to be able to develop a good process that everyone's going to understand. So when you start with that action roadmap, it's going to be a much clearer process. So again, in 2 steps, other camera, in 2 steps, 1, 2, we just solve that problem. And this is why it's such a great tool to have in thinking through these really simple frameworks when it comes to why things are not growing or why you're stuck in a situation. So if you can look at this and identify, okay, I'm going to land in one of these 3 categories, it makes it much less, or I say far less overwhelming, not much less, doesn't make any sense, far less overwhelming than if you're just staring at, let's say, data and you're like, oh, things aren't working, what do I do? It's going to be hard to figure that out. So start with something like this and get your direction of where to go, and then you'll be able to very easily, or I say simply, maybe not easily, simply identify the clear action steps you need to take in order to implement and make the changes in your business that are required. Because you might not see it right now, but this is going to give you clarity. If you want to know what the action roadmap is, go to my channel, check out, there's other videos on that. Or if you just want it, then comment down below roadmap, and I'll make sure that you get it sent to you. Talk to you soon.